Alrighty, folks. Got YouTube Live, got Twitch Live. Let's get it started. How's it going, everyone? Good to see you again. I see we got Sammy lurking today. Thank you for lurking, Sammy. Don't see anyone else chatting quite yet. That's okay. Oh, that's maybe why my lighting was wonky. It was sideways. That's a little brighter. Okay, that's better. So, anyway, if you didn't catch my last stream when I did the airbrushing, because I did that on Saturday, kind of a weird stream day for me, I got this one pretty far along. Of course, this is what I painted last week. So, they're looking good together. They use the same sort of color scheme. Although I'm wondering if I want to make this one a little bit like more black with the robes, because I feel like that looks a little more wizard. I'll have to see. But the big thing this week, oh, companions as well. We got a pot grot and a stab grot, who need some details. But the big things this week is that I really want to make this skull look cool. I've got some nice undertones for it, but I need to actually get it to be bone color. I've got this glow effect going, and I need to layer that up a little bit more, because I've currently only got one layer on there, and it's not really shining yet. And then there's a lot of metallics to pick out here, just everywhere, poking through. Yeah, so a lot of metallics to be done. And everything beyond that I feel like is pretty small details. But as if I can get the metallics, the bone, and then any sort of... what was the word I was looking for? Oh, glow effects done. I think these are going to be in a really good state. I think I want to start with metallics, honestly. We'll go there. Let's zoom out a bit. You know, it might be easier to start with this red copper, because there's so few things that actually get this. It'll be easy for me to pick them out, and then anything that's left over can be my gunmetal tone. Oh, this brush will have to stay nice and sharp. Especially... oh yeah, that is recessed in there. See, what I'm aiming for is right here. That's gonna take some focus. Oh yeah, I'm getting it, I'm getting it. Hello, Mark Plays Piano. Wow, tier 1 for 3 months in advance. Thank you so much, that's awesome. Oh my gosh, I haven't heard from you in a while, Mark. How are you doing? Thank you for subscribing. I didn't know you could subscribe 3 months in advance. It's really cool, honestly. I appreciate that. But yeah, Mark, how are you doing? I feel like I haven't seen you around recently, or maybe you've just been lurking. Maybe it's because you did all your subscribing in advance. I don't know. Okay, that's pretty good there. Alright, I'm gonna ramble about the painting a little more, because the whole thing I'm doing with these is the copper represents, like, stuff that the rich orcs have, like the leaders only have a lot of copper, and the underlings and the grunts don't have a ton. So this guy's got one little thing, but I almost wonder if everything of his is copper. You know, that might be cool. He doesn't even mess around with that steel nonsense. He's all copper all the time. Like this little trinket over here has got a little face on it too. That's normally how I tell it's supposed to be copper. So maybe this will also be copper. Oh, it finally... resubscribed for 3 months. Okay. Excuse me. Does that mean it's your 3rd month subscribing, or I don't actually know what that alert meant? Although my alert worked. Have my alerts not been working? I don't feel like I've seen one of those in a while. Oh crap. I'm glad it's working today. Let's see. Doing good. Been watching a lot of your past live streams on YouTube as times just haven't matched up for watching live. Oh, you're one of the people that does that. You know, I was just thinking about that. I realized some of my latest streams probably aren't actually live on YouTube. If y'all wouldn't mind terribly, I'm actually just gonna fix that really quick because I forgot to do that earlier. Let's see. Just one sec, I'm gonna futz around here. Terribly unprofessional thing to do, but I seriously I need to stop forgetting to do this. Content, live. Oh my god, my last 4 streams are unlisted. Oh, including this one. Gonna lose subscribers putting this much out. That's okay. Alrighty. Back to Twitch. Anywho, first time subscribing, so the 3 months in advance is correct. Oh, okay. Huh, interesting. I didn't know how those alerts would work for that, but cool. Well, thank you so much again. And I have now updated the visibility of my last, like, 4 live streams, or 3, including this one, so you can go watch them. I appreciate that you do that. I kind of worry that the live streams that I put on YouTube are driving people away from the channel, because, I don't know, maybe they don't come out for the live stuff, and then they just, like, keep seeing them pop up. But, I don't know, I figure it doesn't make sense to, like, make a separate channel for streams over there. If it's a way to get people into Twitch, you know, it's fine by me. Okay, that's about all of the copper I can identify on this one. Oh, this stab draught actually has a little bit of copper too. That's surprising. You know, I should zoom in so y'all can actually see me from the cheap seats here. Yeah, honestly, I had no idea. I keep seeing that people like watch my live streams on YouTube, but this is the first time I'm talking to someone who has, so I guess it makes me feel good that people actually enjoy those being up there. Even if it's like a niche within a niche of my audience, I guess it doesn't hurt to leave them up. So I might as well do it for the few of y'all that want to engage that way. YouTube splits them out enough to where you don't watch someone's lives, you normally won't see them suggested. Oh, okay, cool. That's good to know. Yeah, I've been doing so much more live than actual videos lately, too. I have ideas for videos, and then the thing is, I've just made myself really busy recently. You know, other priorities, just personal life, or working towards goals, you know, wedding planning and stuff, so it's just been busy as hell, and that's not an excuse, but that's just letting y'all know why I'm not making as many videos, although I do have plans. I have concepts, I have scripts I need to write, and I really should get back to that. Hot Grot doesn't seem to have any copper. Hello, Taco, how you doing? Oh my god, it's gonna be like... Wow, hold on there, camera. You got it? You got it, buddy? Okay. It's like... What, 6 weeks to Adepticon? That's wild. I'm gonna meet you in person in like 6 weeks. Ah, migraine day. Oh yeah, I saw you weren't streaming. I saw your notification about that. I hope your migraine gets better. Hopefully my stream helps your migraine and doesn't make it worse. I don't think I'm that raucous, but who knows. I can't even look at my screen at all when I have a migraine on the rare days I get them. Although I still want to, because it's really boring to have a migraine and not be able to look at the screen. I have my desk set up for it, but just can't. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Yeah, it's good you're giving yourself the rest time. You know, it's funny, you say you got your desk set up for it, so it isn't always in stream mode? Because I found that if mine wasn't just always in stream mode, I just never wanted to stream. So, I mean, I can just set up and paint and not stream it, but it's always just ready to go. That's how I get past my ADHD. Oh, you've been moving. Oh, okay. I thought you mentioned that. I didn't know when that was happening exactly. Okay, well, hey, it's a big accomplishment that you got your stuff all set up again, so when you do feel up to moving, you're all set to go. I would take that as a victory. It took me a while to get my stream set up back after the move. Which was almost a year ago now. Wow, that's wild to think about. I moved into this place in like last April. You know what I just realized? We've got these like It's fine if the stall gets a little bit metallic. The necks on these vials, I don't actually know what to do with them. Because they're glass. Yeah, what do I do? I mean, I could make the whole vial pink. Or I could try to, like, paint this some different color to make it kind of look glassy. How do you paint that? I guess I just make the whole thing pink and then maybe, like, put a dark spot in the middle where the cork is or something. Asked and answered, but anyone in chat have suggestions on how you would paint a bottle like this? That's... I didn't even realize I'd have to do something that complicated on this mini. Let's see. Where's the other metal here? Oh, there's an earring. Cool. Oh, there's all these spikes. Correct. Right. I forgot about all the little spikes. Get in there. Please. Thanks. ADHD is half the reason, or the reason half my desk is work and the other half is set up to paint. Anything that takes extra steps will just stop me from doing something. Yeah, exactly. That is exactly why mine is that way. It's for the ADHD. I don't even edit video at this desk, although I probably should. I try to keep this just to be a painting and streaming space here. The thing that I like about that is it makes it really focused, so when I sit down I know exactly what I'm doing. I don't really surf the internet over here either. I don't really procrastinate over here. So it's nice. It kind of stays as a focus space that way. Although my laptop, I will edit off my laptop, and that's always in the living room, so I'll hang out with Sam Astrol, and we'll just, like, she'll play a video game, or we'll watch a show, and I'll just be able to plop away at my editing and stuff. I also build models out there, which is probably why I have so many damn mold lines that I forget to stripe. So, lighting out there is terrible, but we make do. I still feel like nervous whenever I'm doing model building or like airbrushing on stream that it's super boring. Maybe y'all would enjoy it. I just like, especially before I got the new camera, I didn't look very good doing either of those activities. And oh man, when I was airbrushing on stream on Saturday, like I couldn't see my mic interface over there. I couldn't see like half the settings on my computer because it just blocks everything on my desk. Like it technically fits, but trying to run the computer while doing that is... I always forget how not fun it is, and then I just do it again anyway. I don't know. For the cordage, I would use like the edge of a brush to put little dots of color on it to apply like rope webbing. Okay. Word, heard, I liked that. Rope, yeah. Yeah, like around here, because there is rope webbing. So I can do the little... I can do that for dots of color, although it is modeled on here. And then, yeah, it's really the question of what do I do with the neck. It looks like a bauble/bottle based on a Japanese glass fishing float. I don't know the reference there, unfortunately. I can't think of what a Japanese fishing float would look like. Maybe I should look that up. It's a real life thing, basically a round ball of hollow glass that floats before plastics were a thing. Oh, okay, okay. Could be. I was gifted an airbrush set for Christmas. Ooh, but I don't know what to get for some kind of spraying hood thing. Yeah, I just got the one from Master Airbrush. I'm not sure if I'd recommend it. It's cheap, it's somewhat collapsible. The problem is the vent fan is very loud, to the point that I don't even use it. Although, I don't know, I think most of the stuff you'd find online is pretty much the same in terms of like, it's all kind of the same plastics and computer fans put together. There's always something custom, but that seems like a big lift. So yeah, I just use like one of the master airbrush ones. They say it's portable, but it's portable in the same way that a gaming laptop is. In theory, not practice. It's portable enough that I can put it underneath my desk and kick my feet up against it while I stream, which is what I'm doing right now. Wrapped in a web of rope to protect it and hold it. Oh, okay. Well, then I will have to look that up as reference imagery in a second. Bless you. This girl just did a big sneeze. What's the airbrush set, by the way? Is it one of those all-in-one things? Does it have a compressor with it, or I don't know, I'm curious. That's like a pretty big Christmas present, depending on how much stuff there was. Thanks. Thanks. I feel a little artsy, you know? I got the whole, like, turtleneck sweater thing going. I've got the... Yeah. Hello.
So I asked you, what's the recipe you used for shrimp fried rice?
Yeah, let me send that to you.
Thank you. So I gotta go to the store and have eggs.
Oh, we don't have enough eggs? Are you making another frittata or something?
No, but every oatmeal rice comes with 2 eggs.
Roughly followed this. Although I just used a vegetable mix out of the freezer. Roughly followed that.
Okay, can you send it?
Can you send it to yourself? I'm streaming?
Yes.
Thanks. Hey, Nova! Obligatory, you're telling me a shrimp fried this rice? Indeed. Actually, I fried this rice. It was delicious. I still have 1 or 2 lunches worth, maybe.
And now you're about to have shrimp fried rice inside an omelet.
Ooh, okay.
That's what oatmeal rice is.
Cool, cool, cool. That's fair.
Yeah, so oatmeal rice is a soft, basically a soft turtle omelet around fried rice with ketchup sauce.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, I'm making you a portion.
Yay, thank you. Let's see. Already said hello to Nova. It's from fried rice, yeah. Oh, Marketplace, okay, it's a rechargeable airbrush. The compressor screws on, something fairly basic to give it a try. Yeah, I've seen those. I've never tried one, so let me know how that goes when you get a chance. I am curious. Hopefully that's enough to at least start base coating. Base coating with airbrushes is very nice. Let's see. Oh, first time chat. Izzy Gaming. Hello, Izzy Gaming. Welcome in. Thank you for joining. Oh, and thanks Nova for the 3 stream watch streak. That's awesome. It's been good to see you so much lately. Wait, you crocheted a shrimp, Nova? Can you please put it in the Discord? I will share it with the stream. Okay, I'm running out of metallics to do on this one. Let me just check the little grots before I move on. So why am I not using my damn paint handle? Hold on. I always forget to use the paint handle. There we go. Let's see. I've been trying to stop in and say hi more. I really appreciate it, honestly. It's been good to see you more. And now you're getting channel points that you can spend on nothing because I still haven't gotten off my ass and made channel point rewards for y'all. Although I did make stickers, and I'm picking those up tomorrow, which I'm excited about. And I know I'll be giving some of those away at Adepticon. I don't have a plan right now to distribute the stickers to people on the internet, but maybe that's something I can figure out. I feel like this guy's armor should be really dark. Hold on. Alright, this gunmetal is pretty dark. And then I've got shading gray, acrylic ink, basically. So let's zoom out a sec. Oh, Taco, you still haven't ordered stickers? Oh, damn. Yeah, I mean, the lead time on mine was really quick, so I guess I didn't have to get them as early as I did. It was just kind of a get it out of the way situation. Oh, that's a lot of shading gray. Oh boy. I overcommitted to this. Hold on. I'm just gonna have to mop that up a little bit. Sorry, wallet. You were wasted for nothing. And then some metal here. So I've done this before, and it makes a really pretty effect. Now the problem is that it's gonna also require me to completely dab out the brush here to get any sort of a workable consistency because of the way that shading gray is gonna go. So let me just quick experiment with this before I fully get my camera setup back. Okay, she's thin but not unworkable. Let's zoom in. I really should show the sticker designs on stream. I guess I'll be able to show the actual stickers pretty soon though, so maybe I don't need to preview them too much. As I was saying, I do plan on handing some out at Adepticon, but obviously not all of you are going to be at Adepticon, so I'm wondering if I should find another way to distribute the stickers. If I want to start mailing them out, I need to make a PO box or something just to protect my address. But otherwise, I'm not opposed to the idea. I also keep getting ads for these services that let you set like a business address by paying them a fee. I don't know if that's going to be competitive to a post office box, but if there's enough people interested, I might do that. Oh, thank you. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Ah. I also did share the shrimp in Discord. Okay, I will be back with that. 1 second. I just need to finish this load of paint that I just put on the brush. I actually am really happy with the color I'm getting here. It'll need a second coat, I'm sure. Some people have raved about these Vallejo metallics. I like them. I don't like applying them, but I like how they look once they're applied, to be honest. So I don't know if that's a skill issue, but they're just so watery, and I'm just used to like painting with such thick paints off my brush. I just haven't quite adapted to it. If anyone has tips, please let me know. I may be doing something wrong. Yeah, look at that. That's... Ooh. And even the orange underpainting just looks nice, you know? Heck, I might even be able to dry brush metallic over this now. Okay, that's about as much as I had on the brush. Let's check out Nova's shrimp. Share your stuff. Oh my god, that's adorable. Is it showing? Can you see it? Why is it showing... Why is it showing YouTube? Why is it showing my YouTube stream? Hold on a second. What am I doing? Here we go. My bad. Anyway, ignore my YouTube stream playing through there. This is adorable, Nova. I genuinely, what a treat. This little shrimp. I assume you just like free-handed that entirely and it wasn't like you got a pattern or anything, because I remember you would always just freehand stuff like that. That's really impressive. Shrimp. Let's see. Speaking of rice, are you still doing that rice for a follow thing? I am still doing that rice for a follow thing. Where'd I put it? I just so happen to have not gotten a follower in the last couple streams. I don't know why, but I still have this little thing. I will have it until I reach somewhere around 800 followers, at which point I will have run out of rice, and we'll see if I want to keep doing it at that point. Let's see, I need to turn this emote into a digital one. Okay, downside of using physical watercolors for my emotes. Oh, yeah, I guess so. You can't just get a good quality scan? Because it seems to... I don't quite understand. Because you've got it digitally right now. Oh, you're saying like to make a sticker out of it? I think you should just print it with the watercolors. I think that would look cool. You followed a pattern? Okay, I'm still proud of you. That's a very good shrimp. No shade for using a pattern. You know I would. I love a recipe. This isn't really showing on camera. I'm really trying to get in these recesses right now. I may be able to improve my camera position yet, so you can see basically what my eyes see, but it's never going to be 100%. Problem is, the closer I get it to my head, the more likely I am to duck my head in the way of the camera. And that's obviously a big problem when that happens. Hey, Hipster Taco, good to see you again. I feel like I haven't seen you around in a long time. That's awesome. Thanks for stopping by. Let's see. You usually follow patterns, sometimes you change them. Okay, I got you. That sounds more like your style. That makes sense. I'm gonna put a big shiny spike on this guy's head. Hold on a second. I just think that'll be fun. Camera is struggling to know what to focus on with such a tiny mini. Good, fantastic. Oh yeah, look at that grungy little guy. This still has to get toned down into a leather. So don't worry about that. And this has got to get all the verdigris. But damn, the black armor's looking nice. Oh, that's cool. Okay, we're... Focus on something at least. Thank you. And change... Okay, I'm caught up on chat. Let's do the pot grot. Now, you know what's great is this color I've mixed up for the armor is also a great cauldron color. So let's run it back. Yeah, this is a good cauldron color. It's Halloween. You know, I gotta say, this company I went through for the stickers, again, unfortunately, can't tell you who. Because they're too local to me. They literally turned my order around in, like, I ordered it on Saturday, I think, and they were only worked Monday through Friday. It's still ready today. It was 2 business days. Ready to go, ready to pick up. Just awesome. $200 of them. In fact, 200 stickers. 2 days. Grungy little guy. That's a grungy little guy. Yeah. They're all grungy little guys. This one especially is making a big potion. The Kruleboyz are all grungy, and I really like that about them. So I try to do a lot of like messy speed paints and big washes and stuff, because it really just plays well to their strengths as models. Although the type of grunge I maybe don't want is this giant mold line that I've somehow missed up until now. Hey JD, good to see you. It's everyone's favorite time where I'm going to scrape a mold line that I forgot about didn't see earlier. Alright. Better. Oh, JD and Taco are saying hi, that's nice. I need to touch this up first. There it is. White paint, easy. Just gotta paint over that little bit of damage I just did. The damage. You know, I kind of had the tone of this wrong anyway. I must... Oh, because I couldn't hit this with the airbrush. It was too precise. Actually, it's good that I'm doing this, because I would have forgotten it. Let's get nice and bright for the glow effect. There we go. Now I gotta get a little bit of metallic in these very deep recesses. Normal brushes just can't reach. There it is. Am I missing anywhere else? Not really. That's a good color for that cauldron, yeah. And now I think I can take my brighter, shinier metallics for the weapon up here. What else is metal? That seems like it's carrots or something. That'll be fun to paint later. I actually have not stopped and looked at all the weird dead stuff on this. There's like a chicken foot there. There's a bunch of carrots. Hopefully, oh no, it's a mandroid root. And then all sorts of cool little pouches, and that's like a bottle of some sort. Oh, this is a ladle. I think the ladle might be a similar color to the cauldron. I think I might not have the precision to make the ladle a similar color as the cauldron. Ladle will be a different color then. Needs a little more help. Oh, and there's like a tin cup of some sort here? Don't really mind making them the same color. It'll just help with the color scheme. For them all to be consistent. Although this might have a little bit of junk at the bottom. Bigger brush time. Oh, he's got like a knife. Man, this guy's got everything. How did I guess it's because it wasn't painted yet. I didn't notice all the little details on the pot prot. What a dense little model. This is really awesome. Yeah, he's got a little knife there. He's got all these, you can kind of tell like this is an old like spear or something. It's like a big fish hook sort of situation. I don't know what to even call this. This backpack's clearly made out of scrounged materials though. Got all sorts of weird stuff in it. Give the knife a dark blade, and then I can really accentuate teeth on it later, if I remember to. Hopefully I remember. Boom. Let's maybe just make the insides of these a little darker for variety. And then I'll revisit these later and hopefully have some real fun with the details. Now, second coat of this black metallic. Migraine's getting to me, so I'm gonna lay down. Okay, sounds good. I'm sorry your migraine's so rough today, though. TTFN, don't know what that means, but I hope you feel better. See you later, Taco. Oh, ta-ta for now? Okay, cool. I find the pillow over my eyes trick works for my migraines. Although it usually takes about 8 hours of having them closed. I'm talking about sleeping, that's the joke. Yeah, my migraines never go away entirely until I sleep, which is so defeating. Because I always want to do things. I don't like sleeping. Except for when I'm tired, then I love sleeping. Do you know what I mean? I just get so bored. Being sick, so boring. Y'all feel me there? I always feel like people roast me for being so bad at resting. It's not that I don't like it, it's that I don't like it actually. I just find it super boring. Okay, these are all very bright metallics. I think that's okay. I'm gonna have to like tone them down later. And the fact that they stick out I think really helps here. Because they're less of a focal point. Of course there's some bleed over to deal with. I dare say we're good on metallics for now. What's next? Move all the metallics over. Oh yeah, we got glow effects, and we got bone. I've been working hard. Let's do some glow effects for fun. Oh, I shook these before stream. I'm okay. Start with the pot grot, because I haven't put any coats on this one yet. Why do I even bother zooming out? Just right back in. Hello, Shiny Mew Paints! Thank you for stopping by. Good to see you. Again, I'm seeing so many familiar faces tonight. I feel like I haven't seen a lot of y'all in a while. Oh, here we go. AFK over on YouTube. Always funny when a tribesman falls for the... I don't understand. I think I'm getting trolled over there. Yeah. Anyway. How you doing, Twitch people? How you doing, Shiny Mew Paints? What have you been up to since the last time I saw you? Yee. Yeah, I can't even remember how long it's been. Also, the Chikorita is very fun. How do you even get a Chikorita on your name? That's just cool. That might be enough for the first pass. I really want to see how this looks like with a second coat. Hada. See, I'm waiting for it to start really glowing. Hopefully it starts really glowing. I want it to light up my house. I want to get rid of all my light bulbs with how bright this is. Oh, first time chat from Himafrog. Good name. Them some stinky boys. I liked it. Hell of an entrance, Himafrog. I appreciate you. Yeah, I really like the Kruleboyz. They're a lot of fun. These are probably the stinkiest. Wait, no, the Merc Knob is. He literally has a banner that's so stinky it hurts people, which I think is very funny. But yeah, these are the last little batch of orcs that I haven't finished painting yet out of the Kruleboyz, not counting the Hobdrots because Hobdrots don't count there. There's so many of them. Hi, Nico. My cat just jumped on the desk here. I'm gonna take a second and say hello. He's here to do chaos. Oh no. He's here to destroy things. Oh no. Actually, he might go lay in his bed. Yeah, that would be nice if he lays in his bed. Okay, I'm just gonna brave continuing to paint while he's over there just leering at me. He might turn around and start thwacking at what I'm working on any second now. No, he's actually going to bed. Oh my god, I didn't know he could do that anymore. I thought he was all chaos all the time. He's actually laying down. Good job, buddy. Holy crap. Let's see, Himafrog got Age of Sigmar, got a few boxes, Skaven Tide, Hellsmiths of Hazmut, Spearhead, Soulblight Gravelords, Death Rattle Skeletons. I'm not seeing a lot of consistency in the factions you're buying, but it sounds like you're more of a variety person, so have fun with that. I get so bought in, I'm so bought in on orcs right now. Even if I want to paint other things, I'm kind of like, but what if I just paint more orcs and just get too many orcs? That's more my style, I guess. No consistency rule of cool. That's rad. I assume then you're more of like a painter type or just a collector? I actually try to play as well, so it helps me to have more consistency in what I collect. And I like working out of constraints like, you know, only really caring about one faction or whatever. But again, that's all personal. Shiny Mew paints, what mini did you paint? Maybe you can post it somewhere. Like in my Discord, for example. Because then I could show it off on stream. Okay, this is looking pretty cool. I think what I really need right now is maybe I can come back through and lighten out the very sharp edges here to make them look more smoky or something. Like with white paint again. And then just like leave an inner glow on everything. That would really help define these colors here. And then I could even try to wash the very center parts darker, like a purple or something. I could put a nice purple wash over this and add another dimension to this color, because it is very bright. which is the point. Love to build and paint mostly. Okay, cool. Interested in tabletop, but I have wickedly unmedicated ADHD, so it's hard to focus and learn the rules for extended periods. Yeah, I also have the ADHD. Mine is medicated. I find that I enjoy like 40k more than Kill Team for that reason, though. You just get to chunk out the information into such large, well, chunks, I guess. It's fun that way. So, you know, I don't have to think of as many things or think as many turns in the future. It's where like there's so many permutations with some other war games or like Kill Team and the smaller games that it's just or like that's why I don't even play Magic anymore, because the board state is just board states are hellish. Started learning on tabletop sim. That's a good way to start. I should have started that way. I keep buying units to try them on the tabletop, which is not a smart thing to do. I should really get into tabletop sim. I own it. Why don't I use it? Wow. Oh, Himifrog, thank you for the follow. I guess that means I gotta do the rice thing that I promised. Wow, these are indeed very glowy. This is glowing a lot. Now I just have to make it look good. Alright, Himifrog, you wouldn't know this, but you're gonna find out. I do a thing where I build... I'm explaining the rice when I'm doing the rice. The rice is that I'm building the sushi model, one rice at a time. And Himifrog, check this out. Wow, every single grain of rice is individually molded. So if you want to build the sushi, you literally have to build it one piece of rice at a time. And so every time someone follows, I add a piece of rice to the sushi. And eventually we'll have a dinner's worth, I guess, if I get really successful. One person requested for theirs to be blue. I no longer take such requests, but it was funny the first time. I don't even remember who asked to be blue. I should have... I don't know. That's why one is blue, and that's why none others will be blue. A little piece of rice fell off onto the sticky tack. It'll get fixed later. Sometimes things need to die. One blue is good. That's what I'm saying. It would kind of turn into a whole problem if I had to take paint requests for all these. It would look like rainbow vomit. Oh, thank you for joining the Discord. Okay, so it should be the Share Your Stuff channel. You want to go there. Oh, yeah. Wait, I've got Shiny Mew. Oh, wait, I was going to go over there for... Yeah, okay. This is... I'm talking in circles. Everything is going according to plan. Discord. Okay, this is the finished mini. You said you finished a mini. I see multiple minis here. I see some sort of a... I don't actually know what this is from. I like the little crystal hammer. You got a lot of goblins. You got a lot of goblin situations. I feel like that's a goblin. Here, let me drop it for you. The way StreamerBot is set up, I only like mods or VIPs can drop the Discord link. I wish there was a better way to do that. Okay, back to Discord. What's with all the goblins? I like it. Oh, and then we got a beholder. Kind of cute, though. And these are dice. Did you paint these, or did you, like, print these? They're pretty. I don't understand where the dice come into play. That's cool stuff. Thank you for sharing. Some of your best stuff. I like them. I like the goblins. sort of half woman, half goblin. Made of plastic. Interesting. Sorry. It's a stupid... If you're in my Discord, you can go look at my memes channel, and I posted this video that I found on Facebook Marketplace. And it's some random reseller, like, trying to sell this 3D printed statue of, like, a ghost with a fat ass, and he's just like trying to describe it in, like, a clinical way, and he's just... Oh, it's so funny to me. These are the benefits of getting in the Spackle Drackle Discord, is you get to see weird stuff I find on the internet that no one else but me finds funny. Bought on Etsy. Okay. Cool. I like them. They are cool dice. I thought you painted them somehow, but that didn't make any sense to me. Alright, glow effects are applied at least. I can probably do some stuff, to make the actual glowing look better. As far as, like, cleaning up the edges. Like, basically edge highlighting in, like, a glazy sort of way. Just to make it look like billowy smoke, I guess. I think it's supposed to be smoke. Is it supposed to be smoke? Oh crap, it's supposed to be smoke. Yeah, okay, so the way I should have probably done smoke is that I should have glazed from, like, very concentrated down to more, like, white. So I'm gonna have to go up and do it in reverse now. Oh well, figure it out. I think I'm gonna switch over to doing bone now. And fittingly, my wet palette is becoming bone dry. Hydrate. Let's see. Working on the witch now, just waiting on the hair to dry. Cool stuff. Post updates when you got them. Let's see, where are my bone colors? Oh, here we go. So I don't have, like, an actual set of bone colors. So I've got this, like, bone tone, bone white. I've got this skin tone that's sort of close, and then maybe I can mix in this burnt turf somewhere to make it work. Yeah. It's up. All right, we'll check that out as well. I'm not going to switch back, but okay, I see it. These are some busty little goblins. Good lord. All right, let's get the wet palette in the frame here. We're just going to try mixing a few of these together and see where we get. You know what's wild is, out of the bottle, the skin tone is higher value than the actual bone color. I'm not convinced by that. Okay, let's try doing burnt turf then. Of course it's clogged. And I lost my unclogger. What? Where do things go in this studio? I don't understand. Good lord. Oh, ow. God, that stabbed into me. Ouch. I don't know what it is about this specific color range of war paints, but they clogged like crazy. I've never had this issue with any of the other war paints. It's just the ochres and tans. That's what I have trouble with. Alright, come on, mix together. See, it's almost like it's not mixing. Okay, there it finally is mixing. So this gives it a nice like antique bone looking color. I think that's acceptable. And this, especially over the orange, should counteract sort of the green tone. Yeah, let's run with it. All right, Tiny Me, I'm gonna mix up the highlight using mid-tone with a yellow. Mid-town? I think you mean mid-tone. Mid-tone with a yellow. For sure, I use a lot of yellow mixed into my mid-tone. Oh, mid-tone color, yeah, with yellow. That's how I do pretty much all my orc skin. Let's see. Come on, focus, please. So this is just my base coat, and then this is with yellow mixed in. And it really makes beautiful highlights. I didn't even spend all that much time on this orc skin, but yeah, it just... Yellow inside green just makes for really pretty orc skin tones. Okay, this is also entirely too much paint on my palette right now. I should try to put some of this back, just so I'm not completely wasting money right now. All right, fantastic. Just gonna wash this so I don't get my paint. Ugh, God, don't get my paint into the whatever the brush thing is called. Whatever this is called. I forget what this is called. Recently got a small 40k Ort and Grot box. Started working on the Drots and I love it so far. Ort and Grot box. Oh, is that the with the Runthert? Oh wow, I got paint on my fingers. I got it on my mouse now. Is that the Runthert and Gretchen you mean? There's like one orc in that box if that's what you're talking about. Oh my god, you really went hard on this guy. Holy crap. 1 second. Let's it's so much effort for a grot. Good lord. Yeah, check that out. I mean, did you like stipple this? Huge amount of detail for one grot. I gotta respect that. That's... Oh, ads? I'm sorry. I will come back to this after the ad break. Come back after the ad break. It's just not dark enough. I'm just gonna break this paint here. I don't really mind if I break it. It's okay to be a little splotchy, it'll just show up as bleaching. Okay, back from the ad. Okay, cool. I'm surprised it went so fast for you, but welcome back. Had the most fun adding detail to the bandana and leather. Yeah, honestly, I mean, wow. Let me just hop back to that real quick. Because, like, oh, load discourse, please. There it is. Fun busty health, by the way. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, you just really went for detail on these. Goodness. I'm surprised you got such a good up-close picture as well. I like how my drots turned out when I painted these. Yeah, that really does look gorgeous. Is that your like first orc models? I feel like you're gonna have a good time, honestly. If that's what your first orc model looks like. I mean, although you might also have a bad time getting drawn into a ton of detail, because army painting orcs is like, oh boy. There sure are a lot of them. Alright, we're gonna try to glaze this on instead of too much. still too damn wet. Okay. We're too wet. Come on, get out of there. Okay, that eroded pretty hard right there. I need to get darker. This is... What am I doing? Of course that's too dark, too bright. I have the wrong color. If I'm gonna use ochres here, then I should really be using this one. Desert yellow is way darker. Ha! Anyway, thank you so much. That was my first orc model. Very cool. I don't really stick to a theme when painting with an army. Usually breathing life into the models and giving them their own unique personalities is great. I like that. Hoping to get to your skill level someday. Thanks. I'm glad you think my skill level is like high enough that you gotta aspire to it. I've been painting for like a year and a half maybe at this point, and I feel like I'm doing good stuff with it. I'm having fun with it. But there's certainly better than me. If you just like paint every week, you'll probably get where I'm at pretty quickly. I'll probably come back over this with another wash just because these washes didn't quite give me the color I wanted. But I need to get a stronger base of tones to build up on so that it actually looks like, you know, bone when I get to the end of it. Yeah. See, this is helping. I'll leave the recesses as they are. Anywhere I'm gonna put my highlights. Basically, this layer is going on anything upward facing. Come on. It's always a bigger fish, but I'm not swimming. I'm not going swimming right now. Happy right here. That's fair. Oh yeah, I appreciate you saying so, though. It's I don't know, it's still kind of new to hear so many compliments on my painting. Although I guess that's just part of making videos and streaming and stuff, is getting that kind of attention. Anyhow. Self-love is a bitch, I get it. Yeah, so the big thing for me this year is I really want to focus on getting to another level with my painting. I'm getting pretty comfortable with army painting and like more speed painting type techniques. And I really just want to start laying the foundations for more ambitious paint jobs in the future. Or just like more advanced techniques, you know? I don't even know what I don't know at this point. So that's the big goals this year, is just paint more, well, paint about the same amount, play more, try to improve my painting skills. So that's sort of how I got my Adepticons structured. I've got one painting class, I've got one Warhammer, like, or Warcry narrative event thing going on. Okay, chill. This is actually already looking better. Yeah, that's looking fantastic. Ordlet's great. Crazy good for the first one you've done. That's what I'm saying, right? I think the stippling on the skin tone is especially really interesting. I'm not sure exactly how you achieved that. I know Taco Food Truck would be very interested in that if she was still here. Damn migraines. She did like this whole stippled orc last year, I think. I think that was Taco. I think so, at least. Okay, let's try doing some actual layers. Layers always scare me, I'll be honest. I have to actually learn how to do these at some point. I'm very reliant upon washes these days. I would like to not be so reliant on washes. I don't think anything on this section here would get less than this mid-tone. Now working down to the side is a different sort of story. Little wet. Alright. Gonna try and leave a little bit more of my first color this time. Not here though, not here. Damn, I've really gotten drawn into this one. Hold on, chat, I'll catch up in a second. Let's see. I tried washes a couple times, but it just looked awful and didn't really spread out. I'd stick with doing recess shading version instead. Yeah, washes are difficult. You definitely have to baby them. You can't just let them go. Oh, hey, look at that. That's sort of what I want this to look like right there. That's a way better application. Now I gotta change the front to look more like the back. Anywho, yeah, they take their skill in themselves, but I do really like what they do. I just apply them very carefully. I've yet to really get into layers too. It seems like an easy way to screw up something that I'm already happy with. Yeah, I feel that. I'm learning to be bolder for sure. Not to mention generous additions of Adrat's Earth Shades. Yeah. See, I've had this weird hang up, and I think I've talked about it on stream before, where I'm almost reticent to get into more advanced painting techniques because I don't want to believe that the paint actually requires, like, I don't want to believe that, oh, I have to do more than just paint the brown thing brown and the white thing white and all that stuff. I just want painting to be paint by numbers, and it's not, and it's still... There's a part of me that's still too stubborn to accept that. And just wants to resist that somehow. Alright, let's... Start figuring out where these highlights are. Alright, I want my thinner brush now. The one's a bit small for this, but I really need a new 2 is what I need. Though I could certainly do worse than, smaller than a 1. It's workable. Cool, yeah, see that looks... It's a decent little value sketch right there. I might need some glazing to blend in at the end. So, let's see. Oh, that's still wet up there. It's fine. I think there's gonna basically be a giant square in the middle of this forehead here. Oh, the paint's breaking. I gotta give that a sec to dry. Yeah, I think there's gonna be a big square in the middle of the forehead, which would stretch up into this area. Just the crown of the head, yeah. Yeah, sort of like that. Not down there, though. That shouldn't have been there. Ah, yeah. That seems right. Gotta let it dry, though. Do any of these... Does anything else have, like, bone colors? The only thing is this little stall that's inside the cape here that I recognized earlier. Yeah, there's like a little crow stall. Sorry for bumping the mic. This area is a bit more shadowy inherently. I somehow doubt we'll get to as high a level of highlight. Yeah, that's good. And then maybe I come back in here real quick. Yeah, just like that. Easy. Second rod I painted, I think, turned out much more bold. Okay. Bold how? Like you did the skin tone differently? Oh, here we go. Oh, the blood is fun. Yeah, definitely more bold on the overall color scheme. I don't know if how much advice you're looking for, but you talked about blending... No, someone else that was, who was that talking about? That was Shiny Mew Paints was talking about blending in green. here, let's pop over to the Discord view for a second. Because if you're looking for something to try next, blending in green with your skin tone to try to start working on highlights would really, really make a big difference here. Because like orc skin is fine pretty much no matter how you do it, but like see how you've got your highlights here? Like I'm telling you, it goes from like okay to satisfying so quick when you start adding green in. Okay, I would say go a little bolder for sure. If you want to. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. It's definitely really cool. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, you do have some highlights in there. You can definitely go bolder with highlights. I'm still learning to go bolder with highlights. Like this doesn't look all that bold, but when you're putting it on, especially, your paint's always going to be brighter than it actually dries. So I could probably even push these further than I have them. I'm probably playing this too safe. So it's this thing I'm learning as well, but that's why I'm passing it along. Like just, if you're experimenting, just try to go even bolder and see how far you can get before you start really hating it. Painting green skin is probably one of my favorite things. I need to keep getting better at it. I'm pretty limited in what I do with it, but it's just so satisfying. Like the way that especially the brighter green skin tones work up, it's just the yellow and green together, it's just so satisfying. Cool. Oh, a little too much there. I kind of tore that again. Okay, and then I'm gonna do maybe one more level of highlight, maybe the pure bone color here. Where is it? Oh crap, okay, pure bone white would be the next level. I found that with edge highlighting where things dry so much darker, you need to ride the edge too much to do enough. Yeah, for sure. I think I might have fallen into that trap when I was doing my battle wagon. I'm not really convinced that, oh sorry for kicking the desk. I'm not really convinced that I went bold enough. Like you can kind of see my edge highlights, but they could have definitely been even brighter. I mean, especially just like I'm looking at this monitor bezel right now, and it's like really bright on the edge. Like, edge highlighting is a real thing. And it's a thing that happens in real life, and it's like, it's bright. You know, when an edge just catches the light, it's real bright. It's not really a subtle effect. Trying to be bolder. Takes a while though. Yeah, that's just gotta wait. Okay, what can I do while I'm waiting for all the bone parts to dry? I could try to come through and like glaze this stick to be a little bit lighter. Just give it sort of a different tone. Because I like the idea of this looking more bleached. Yet again, my glaze has gone on too thick. Or too thin. Let's try to pick this up before it sets too much. Okay, it's still working though. Like, even though I put it on too thick, too thin, sorry, it's still kind of giving the effect I want. Thought it was mostly done with a red base coat and then a spot. Then spot a whole part I've not even done. Feels like when you're writing code to fix a bug only to find another. Yeah, for sure. That's like a constant process. Hey. Sure thing. Alright, 1 second, y'all. I'm just gonna take a short couple-minute break here. And, be right back. Alright, I'm back. Samus Girl surprised me with flowers. That's why I had to step away. They're so pretty. I'm gonna hand them off, though. Thank you.
Wow, you want me to put them in the vase?
Yeah, if you want to. Otherwise, I'll do it after stream.
Where are
That corner cabinet.
Oh, the one with like the bread making stuff in it?
Are we gonna start in it?
Yeah, you know your baking pans?
No, the other corner. The Instapot. Okay, let's get back to it. Thanks for the patience there, folks. Oop. I think I was getting this stick a little lighter. Come on. There it is. Interesting. Yeah, it's actually working. The glaze, it is working. Hello, JD lady. Oh, good to hear from you again. Thank you for welcoming me back. You've mostly been lurking, though. So it's kind of funny for you to be the welcome back, but I appreciate you being here all the same. Alright, let's keep going with this glaze to try to make this stick a little bit, I don't know, more bleached looking. Alright, I'm glad you took that as the joke it was intended as. I was worried for a second, I was like, wait, am I roasting her for lurking? That's not how I want to be. Honestly, the fact that so many people lurk and like do their own projects while I'm streaming is honestly pretty ideal. I mean, it's not so ideal for the conversation, but it's nice to know that people are here and working on their hobby stuff and maybe doing some like body doubling, and that's just cool. Okay, You know, I didn't know that this stick was going to work out so well, but honestly, it just looks like it's got some sort of weird fungus or like mold or bleach on it. It looks moldy. And that's perfect. Oh my god. That's I kind of love it. I was just trying things, but I kind of love it. Yeah, that's grody. It's great. Let's go back to the skull quick. Yeah, thanks, JD. I didn't know how it would look. I just figured I'd try a glaze on there, and what a result. Right now, I'm just trying to do the final highlight, really define the shapes of the skull here. I think it's looking nice. Always hard to tell until you've got more of the shape defined, though. It's like always so nerve-wracking the first couple bits of the final highlight. Though I did, again, talking about being bolder, I could go even further with this if I really wanted to. Jeez, that's a bit large. Yeah, that's a bit better. I almost want to do edge highlights down here. Almost edge highlights. These little bone spur looking bits. Find the front of the nose, not all the way around because it'll make it look older. I don't go all the way around. Bridge of the nose. These little crevices here. All right, now I'm at the point where I'm like, oh no, I ruined it. Oh no, oh no. It's a bit much. Let's see. I do have a chance to glaze over this or actually wash over this with the bone sort of contrast paint again. And then do final highlights. I think I may do. Let's let that dry. And skeleton hordes coming out. Kind of goes against the whole let it dry thing to immediately grab another paint. Let's think next as this is drying. So I can come through and get the netting on these potion bottles here. I can come through and try and even up the glow effect. I've got the weathering, the sort of patina to do to all this copper. All these little stitches I could potentially call out in a different color. So that really does add a lot. Could try to smooth up this skull even more, of course. Oh, there's the basing that needs to be done. This could be made into like a slightly bolder color. This bowl could be called out with a slightly bolder color. Maybe I can do the dark metallic or like a stone sort of color with this. I don't know what color to make this little cup. But we're getting close. That's for sure. Right, I'm gonna grab a little bit of skeleton horde here, and I'm really gonna thin it out on my white palette this time. And just start right there. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's nice. I don't mind if it erodes a little bit of these paint layers. That'll help me wet blend everything together. Let me just try to blend in. I'm gonna take more of the mid-tone and try to even out this whole situation. Yeah, now I'm just wet blending. Washing and wet blending at the same time. But it looks smooth. I mean, it's kind of working. I don't know why it works. It just felt intuitive and it works. Yeah. I just kind of did somewhere between a glaze and a wet blend there to get everything to come together. Since everything is still wet here. Get some more of the highlight in the middle here. Okay, that did all blend out pretty nicely. I can definitely go back over things a little bit when it dries. It got hairy in the middle there, but I just kind of panicked and made something work. Now it's looking now it's looking like swick. I was gonna say swick, I don't know. Sweet, sick. I said both at the same time. Anyhow. Let's go grab these little teeth here while we're at it. See, my brush is a little low on paint, but that's okay, because I actually want to impart a texture here. Almost dry brushing. Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. Sweet. That ribbon needs a color of some sort. The big thing up here is what am I going to do for this skin tone? I've tried a lot of things for dried out skin. This is great because it already looks like leathery. I think I want it to look like really ghoulish, like grayish, bluish green. If I add some of those tones to it, it would look really like dead flesh, I think. I got a lot of greens. I don't have much blue. I don't have much gray. Well, gray would kind of be bluish anyway. If I dip into that, it'll also be a really nice accent here, you know? Into sort of this bluish color. Oh, especially like this turquoise. Oh, actually, I have turquoise. Crap. I grabbed the wrong one. I have turquoise. So if I heavily dilute this into maybe a skin tone, that might do it. I'm gonna use some of my darker, deep skin tones here. So it's not so much of a jump. I probably need more. Okay, back out. Cool. So this is like an actual humanoid, like a human skin tone here. Humanoid. It's a human skin tone. We can put it on humanoids. I don't know why I said it that way. Anywho, needs to be shaken probably more. Yeah, I've got this whole set that goes from fairly dark to fairly light skin tones. I'm a big fan of it. But in this case, all I need to do is take something that is recognizably a skin tone to your eye and just add enough of an unnatural color that it enters Uncanny Valley. That's the theory. That's the theory, at least. That's probably too much. I just need enough that it looks gray and like unalive, and look at that. See, now we've gone from something that you'd actually see on a person to like, oh, that's a corpse. See, and that's the sort of Uncanny Valley right there that I'm talking about. Right, so we're between like cartoon zombie and like, yeah, that person's probably sick. That person's maybe dead. You know, so we got it in between there. So let's see what happens if I start laying this like gray, almost human skin tone on like the knuckles here. Oh wow, this is hard to hold. Soon, please. Fantastic. Yeah, actually, I'm liking how this looks. Okay. It's much more into the gray than I was sort of imagining. Cool. It's something. It's workable. I think I go up to the next skin tone here. Or maybe I jump a couple. Not that many. Amber? Sure. So we'll just go up to like amber skin tone here. And see if that brightens us up into a mid-tone. Nice. I like how that looks. Alright folks, this is as zoomed as we get. Having trouble keeping the focus on it. It's a bit bright. I think I overpainted that area a bit too much. Let's redefine some of these creases. Yeah, better. How's the front of this looking? Honestly, I'm just winging it, and I really am liking how this is looking. It's nice to be building up intuition, I'll say. I guess that's what I can conclude about this. I don't know why this is working, but it is. That's cool. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I like this. So here's what I think is really going to make this look cool is if I just make the nails like black. Oh, but they're kind of cool with this sort of keratin color, aren't they? I just think black would look cool, you know? What if I strong tone them, or strong tone? What if I shading gray them? That way they keep their cool sort of, you know, the qualities that all the underpainting is given them. They can keep that, but they can get toned down to be more like gray. Looks like someone's been smoking for 600 years. Ideal, yes. Yeah, it looks like it wasn't doing too well even before it died. You know? And that's a vibe for this sort of thing. It kind of looks like whatever it got has kind of leached out on the staff. And I can respect that. Some good shading gray there. Okay, that is cool. Yeah, that's like gray staff. That's super cool. All right. Now I do want to do some sort of a wash or something that can help you sort of tell the staff and the hand apart. Maybe. Yeah, for some reason that feels right. I want to be able to tell these apart a little bit. So I'm thinking, what if I maybe do like a green on the staff and like a bluish on the hand? Maybe that would do it. Crack and shade. Good old Bealtan. These are the ones I got from the thrift store. That was a good day. Alright, we'll bring back in the wet palette because I want to water these down like crazy. Bealtan. Real Than. I'm gonna try and wipe this off. Yeah, it just sort of adds to the moldy grossness to have it be a little green. Just a little green. Now, Draken Nightshade. Way thin. Way thin. Okay, maybe not that thin. Oh yeah, Draken Nightshade looks good on this. I can like barely see what it's doing. can almost feel what it's doing. You know, it's just a little bit, just deepening the recesses just a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, that's rad. I like this. I like the spooky stick here. This is fun. Just trying to do the final little things on the stall. Keep overdoing it. Why?
Oh,
Yeah, that's a good song.
pops up at random inopportune moments.
You're welcome.
Oh, can I do those clamps again?
Yeah.
I need to make the shrimp defroster.
Oh, I made the shrimp defroster the other day. Go for it. Have fun. So we use those 2 clamps to clamp the sprayer to the faucet so we can defrost shrimp with it in the sink. It's a great setup, honestly. Highly recommend. Why am I off camera? There we go. I'm just painting a little bird stall, I noticed. Trying to, at least. I'm gonna let the big stall rest for now. If I want to do more, I'll do more later. It's like a billion more things to do on this if I really want to. I think what I really want to see tonight is I want to put the cord color in here so we get the full... That's going to really help define the color scheme of this. And if he's still not looking clean after I put all the different like cordage colors in here, then I know I have a problem. So on this guy, I did the chords in my ochres. And so I'm going to do the same thing here. Oh my god, this one is thick. Also, hey, quick check-in on the state of the hobby desk here. Always a mess. No matter what I do, my stream just always ends up looking like this. Oh goodness, oh goodness. Well, I can clean up after the stream, it's fine. I always start out stream being like, I'm just gonna use like 6 paints, and then I end the stream with half of my paint shelf in front of me. Perfect. Good. Fun. Let's zoom back in. Oh wow, my camera is warm. I got an ad break in like 2 minutes? Okay. I got an ad break in like 2 minutes, so when that pops, I'm gonna go set up the shrimp defroster. There'll be a little bit more painting after the ads, so hang out if you will. I'd appreciate it. Oh, and I haven't even gotten to the skin tones on these orcs. Oh yeah, there's definitely going to be another painting night for these guys. Good. These chords I've seen I've seen these done red, and the red honestly looks awesome. Generally with a red, you need a really light base underneath it. Now I wonder, since I do have at least a value sketch here with my oranges, is this all the way zoomed? Goodness, it is. So I noticed with these, this seems entirely too dark to put a red over, but I'm gonna try it anyway because I do have highlights in place, and it might honestly just look good. Especially since it's over a warm color. It's not like I'm going over black or like a cold colored primer. Maybe it just works. Yeah, I got this, the painting these red, I think I got from the box art. It does look nifty. Calls a lot of attention. Oh, it's like it's crying blood. Hey, hipster taco, that's what it is. Hey, locked in and started my next mini. That's awesome. What's the next mini, hipster taco? Locked in and started. I see. This ad break is taking a while to pop. But any minute now, I'll be taking a break, I swear. I'm glad I went red on that. Red looks really good on that. Oh, there it is. Okay. We are taking our little break. Da-da-da. See you in like 2 minutes. Thank you. Wow. Nope, that was the wrong button. Here we go. All right, back 41 seconds early for the subs. That's what you get for your money. Thank you so much. Let's get started up again while everyone gets back from their little ad break. The shrimp defroster is a go. You do not have to even worry about that, chat. So one of the reasons I was excited to do this cord color, and I'm remembering it now that I'm looking at this with fresh eyes, is the potion bottles. Oh yay, the potion bottles. Okay, it does look better with the cordage on there. Although, damn it, now I'm thinking about the fact that I still haven't figured out how to do the tops of these. That's a problem for future, Dractyl. I'll probably just paint them blue or something so they like look like glass in a cartoonish way. And we'll just call that a day. Getting good angles to paint all this cordage is challenging. Thanks for the welcome back, Chady. I know I always rely on you. Let's see. Max paints minis. Changed my name to something more related to my current hyperfixation. I was gonna say. You're no longer playing the piano. Well, hopefully that doesn't change for the next 60 days. How long does it take to change a name on Twitch? Good lord. Well, Mark, I'm glad you could be part of the mini painting journey over here. That is exciting. So, like, okay, how many minis have you, like, painted before? Is this new to you entirely, or, like... I guess I'm trying to catch up on that part. Did you just recently get back into it? Because that's what I'm struggling to remember right now, and it could just be my brain forgetting things. We might have talked about this before. Also, I managed to pick up a couple viewers after that ad break, so that's cool. We take those. Welcome to the stream, everyone. You wouldn't think it would be like that, but it do. Honestly, just having the little bit of cord in front of these bottles just defines their shapes so much. It's like these little details, I'm telling you, these are really what make the difference. There's a lot of things that I won't do on this mini, like a lot of details I won't do. But the fact that I'm doing these seems to make a big difference. Let's see, I painted a mini back in the 90s when I was a youngster. After that, I got into it alongside introducing my kids. Did maybe August or so last year. Okay, wow. That's cool. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. And I'm also glad you're here, too, because that's super cool. I'm always, like, super happy that people actually want to, like, watch my streams and stuff. That's still very flattering. I don't know that that'll ever stop being flattering, so. Anyhow. It's funny, the later the stream goes, the more detailed and boring sort of painting I want to do. Early in the stream, it's all base coats, big colors. Late in the stream, I'm like, I'm gonna paint tiny little cords. If you're still here at this hour, you're committed. That's what I think. Cool. You know what's really fun about painting these two is I can't exactly get... Come on, focus, please. I can't exactly get the sides of these cords, but that's also fine because it just makes it look like it's glowing really strong to have the sides of the cords be the same color as the bottle. It's like a little glow effect. It's a very simple glow effect. I painted a total of 2 since then. Hey, that's good. Not everyone even paints them, so congratulations. Terminator Captain and Arbinger Wardglaive. Isn't one of those a knight? That definitely counts as more than 2. Honestly, I regret picking the Armature as my second mini because not knowing what color to put where killed my painting for a couple months after a solid start. Oh yeah, that's hard. Color choice is always hard. I've already finished that up in the last 2 weeks and started another. Oh, chill. All right, these potion bottles are looking okay. Like, even if I don't do all the highlights on the chords here tonight, you can at least tell what they are now. Look at that. Definitely smudge that one a little bit. There it is. Okay, patina needs to happen. So many things need to happen. The stall is at least looking pretty sweet now. I gotta be honest, the stall is at least looking good. I could switch over to another mini for a moment, but I'm having fun with this one. Basing needs to happen, sure. Oh, I should really clean up all these spikes that I've been painting over all night. Let's do that right now. And then you know what else might be fun is doing my glazes over top. Oh, let's actually do glazes on the glow effect to make it look all smoky. Would a dry brush work? Dry brushing could work. One way to find out. I think I want to dry brush with like a gray though. Just so I don't go directly into the white, because that's going to be too stark. Doesn't feel right to dry brush off a wet palette. That seems like a crime. Yeah, that's actually exactly enough. Precisely to the milliliter. Enough paint, for sure, definitely for sure. Ah, I do have cardboard. Hell yeah. Way to go, trash can. Yeah, that worked a freaking charm. Oh my god. Done. Do I need to do more? Yeah, that's smoky. Damn. Call it. Time of death. Yeah, 9:07 p.m. That part of the project, dead, done, doesn't need to be revisited. Oh my god. Dry brushing is just magic. Look at this. Is this legal? Am I allowed to do this? Incredible. Headed off for the night, thanks for the stream. Absolutely, thanks for being here so long. Mark paints minis now, not Mark plays piano. Just finished that last 2 weeks, yeah. Well, hey, good seeing you again. Good to talk to you so much tonight. I hope you have a great night. I hope to see you again sometime soon. No pressure. And, oh my god, I'm just gonna keep fawning over how pretty the smoke turned out here. Oh my god. That's just great. Ah. The instincts are working tonight. Alright, let's get some white here. Smaller camera out thing. Things working great, actually. Very light. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean... That's so cool. That's so cool. Now just a little bit on this. Yeah, the rolling fog. Ah. Easy as hell. That's literally like I airbrushed that white, and then I did glow effect paint, and then I just did a couple dry brushes, and now look at it. That's Absolutely sick. I love speed painting. Speed painting for the win. Hell yeah. If you ain't speed painting, you're slow painting. That's what it is. Wow. That looks so sick. Alright, I'm looking at it through the camera. So you can do a thing where you get fresh eyes by like putting down your mini for a long time and then looking at it. You could also, in my case, look at my own monitor to look at it through the camera because that helps me to stop seeing all the little mistakes I'm focusing on. And yeah, that refocused me. Yeah, this looks sick. Oh my god, this looks so good. Why didn't I take a before and after? Well, you have it on YouTube now, folks. You can see the before and after. Just scroll that thing across the bottom. You got this. This is just sick. Oh man. Hi, Nico. Are you gonna... Okay, I'll make some room. I'll make room. Hold on. Make room for you. You're welcome. How you doing, buddy? Let's see. What should I paint? Anything else? Good lord. Running out of steam a little after that. I'll do one more thing. I'll do one more thing that I also really enjoy doing on these, and it'll be fun to watch. Last thing, just so that these at least feel complete sand spaces, is we're gonna put this color here. Which, if you look closely, looks a lot like the color of the Statue of Liberty. Not really. Kind of. It's copper patina time. Look at that. Ooh, baby. Trust me, that dries way nicer. Now we're just gonna patina this stuff here. Try to do this in multiple passes. It looks better when you do it in multiple passes. Oh yeah, why was I afraid to do this? This is gonna be so quick. Look, now I just have to do this one. Definitely takes a few layers to get this right. That's also fun because you can kind of control how old you want things to look. So pretty much the whole way I've done these shields so far is that I paint them copper and then I literally just layer patinas over them as if they're aging before our very eyes. Yeah, that's enough. That's gotta dry. And then at the end, you end up with something like this, which all I had to do then at the end was, I think dry brush, or sort of like, I actually used my dry brush, but I kept it pretty wet. And then I just gently applied more metallic over top, which sort of represents anywhere that it would have been rubbed shiny again by like wear or getting bashed into stuff. So knowing that I can do that, I could probably actually make this even more aggressive with the color. I feel like the color is a little dull. So I'm gonna lay this on thick. Knowing that I can undo it later. Which is actually a thing I discovered recently, that I could undo it. I'm not actually explaining this properly. I didn't think about the thing of wet brushing over to burnish up the metal and make it look, you know, new again. I didn't think about that till very recently. So this one I'm gonna come through and make it all nasty, like so. And then I'll come back later and do that thing I was talking about. Come on. Get in there. There it is. Wow, is my mic a little beacon? Anyway. Yee, alright. That's gotta dry. This guy's gotta dry. Basing will make a big difference with him. But yeah, damn, he's damn near ready. I'm still thinking about making his robes darker. You know, he's a little bright. He's just a little bright. Alright, well, we've already got paint out. We're already streaming. Let's try something quick. Zoom in here. Let's just use my shading gray. And let's just darken down the robes. Just for the outer layer, at least. Oh, come on, autofocus. You can do it. There you go. Yeah, I like how that looks. That's interesting right there. This is shading gray, which is a golden, transparent, high-flow acrylic. I actually bought these to put through the airbrush. So this one's supposed to be kind of the opposite of like a white zenithal highlight. You can just go over this and darken things down. And what I'm finding here is it's just making this really beautiful, like streaky, oily sort of effect. Like this guy's just been dragging himself through the mud or something. Which seems about right. Oh, that's helping the camera. There we go. Just that little bit of tone and a little bit of like black shade all over everything here is like kind of selling the oily leather look a little better. Yeah, suddenly I like it more. It felt too bright and clean before. I think that's all he needed, was just to be a little dirtier. That's pretty sweet. I think especially once I have the swamp base down here and all the water effect, this is going to look pretty sweet. Here's sort of what the water effect looks like. I'm still building up the layers on this. It gets even thicker. And then next to each other, they definitely look to be the part of the same tribe, that's for sure. They're part of the same army. They're coherent, but they each have flavor. I like it. Cool. Let's zoom out here. Hello, Nico. There he is. There he is. Alright, I've been going for about 2.5 hours. That's about as long as I normally go. I'm just gonna scoot all the paints and stuff out of the way here. So, I am going to go find someone to raid out with all you lovely people. 8 people still watching. Thank you for being here so late. That's more than I normally get late. I appreciate that you're all here. So, let's zoom in a little for the final showcase. So here are the 2 big characters. I forget what this one's called, but this one's a kiloboss, I know that. And then we've also got these little grots. We've got a pot grot who's en route, he's in prep, he's like half done now. The stab grot is more than halfway done, although his backside has not been toned at all. He's got a very cool orange sort of go-to look going on. That'll get taken care of in due time. I would like to stream again this week. I will try to find another time to stream this week. I can't promise that, but I think I want to keep working on these this week. I've got a practice game of Warcry coming up over the weekend, which I'm excited about. And so it would be great if they were all painted, or at least mostly painted by then. Yeah, absolutely, JD. Thanks for being here. Always happy to stream. Let's see. Oh, YouTube folks, I should probably say goodbye. So thank you for watching my VODs. If you're one of the YouTube folks who does that, really appreciate you. I don't know what else to say there. I should probably plug to like the video or something, but just thank you for being here and watching my YouTube VODs. You're like one of a very elite group of people who really like my streams, and that means a lot to me. So thank you.